Assalamu alaikum, Ms. Fatma is speaking. Welcome to TEFL Course. Let's go to discuss second part of chapter 2, which is about teachers. Yeah. Here, okay, if I ask you, what are the rules of the teachers inside the classroom? Again, what are the rules of the teachers inside the classroom? Yes. Okay, here, okay, in general, yes, here we have some rules of the teacher, okay, in the classroom, inside the classroom, such as, okay, here, okay, controller, organizer, assessor, promoter, participant, language resource. Yes, here, okay, okay, if I ask you, what does teaching mean? Teaching, yeah. Teaching means to give someone knowledge or to instruct or train someone. Yeah. What is a teacher? What is a teacher? Yes. Here, okay, a teacher, okay, is, okay, a controller, an organizer, okay, is an assessor, okay, is a promoter, okay, is a participant, is a language resource, okay, yeah, inside the classroom. So teachers' role may change from one activity to another or from one stage of an activity to another. All rules of the teacher aim to facilitate the student's progress in some way or other. Okay, here, okay, a teacher as a controller. Okay, just, okay, what does it mean? Yes, a teacher, okay, is a controller. Yes, here, okay, this means that teachers in charge of the class and of the activity, okay, teachers take, okay, the roles, okay, tell students things, organize drills, okay, or read aloud. So in many educational contexts, okay, this is the most common teacher rule. Okay, this is controller. Okay, controller. Yeah. Some moments when acting as a controller, okay, makes sense, such as announcements need to be made. Okay, order has to be restored, explanations are given. Okay, or question answer session. Yeah. Here, okay, a teacher, okay, as an organizer inside the classroom. Okay, organizing something is to get students involved, engaged, and ready. So, organizing students to do various activities such as giving them information, demonstrating what is going to happen, guiding students in the performance of the activities, maybe grouping students, closing closing things down when it is time to stop, okay, or organizing content feedback such as questions or detailed discussion of what has taken place. Yeah. Here, okay, a teacher as, okay, an assessor. Here, okay, this means that the teacher evaluates the language level and attitudes for the learners by using different means of informal and formal assessment during the lesson and after the lesson when the teacher is correcting learners' work. Yeah. So a teacher, okay, acts as an assessor when offers feedback and correction, grades students in various ways, indicates whether or not students are getting their English right. Also, students need to know what for, and how they are being assessed. Yeah, in this way, students will have a clear idea of what they need to concentrate on. Yeah, here, okay, a teacher, okay, as a promoter. Yes, here, okay, when teachers, okay, promote, okay, they need to do it sensitively and encouragingly, but with discretion. Yeah. Here, okay, a teacher as a participant. Okay, this means that teachers may want to join in an activity not as a teachers, okay, not as teachers, but as participants in their own right. For the teacher, participating in an activity is more enjoyable than acting as a resource. Also, students will enjoy having the teacher with them. Okay, here, okay, yeah, and here, okay, a teacher as a language resource. This means that, okay, teachers will want to be helpful and available. Okay, no teacher knows everything about the language. Okay, also, teachers can be one of the most important resources students have when they ask how to say or write something. When they want to know what a word or a phrase means. When they want to know information in the middle of an activity about that activity or where to look for something. So, okay, the teacher as a language resource, this means that they can be used by the learners for help and advice about language during the language input and practice phase. Yeah. Also here we have, okay, other roles of the teacher, okay, inside the classroom. Here, okay, a teacher as a tutor, observer, monitor, planner as a manager, as a facilitator, a diagnostician, and as a report builder. Yes. Here, okay, teacher, okay, here a teacher as a tutor inside the classroom. This means that teachers working with individuals or small groups, okay, pointing students in directions they have not yet thought of taking. Okay, also teachers will allow, okay, more personal contact and real chance for students to feel supported and helped. Yeah. Here, okay, teachers as, okay, observers or monitors. Yeah. Here, okay, this means that, okay, teachers observe what students do, okay, in the classroom, especially in oral activities. Also, teachers observe our materials and activities. Okay, in addition, okay, observing for success often gives, okay, us as teachers a different feel for how well our students are, okay, or their students are doing. So, okay, being alert to the effect, to the effect our actions are having, such as trying to tease, okay, out feelings and reactions in the classroom. Here, okay, teachers, okay, as observers or monitors in the classroom. Okay, one area of teacher development involves just this aspect, built into an action research cycle. For example, posing questions about what we do in the classroom and using observation to answer them. So, a teacher as an observer, or as a monitor, this means that the teacher goes around the class during individual, pair, and group work activities, checking learning and providing support as necessary. Here, a teacher as a planner, this means that a teacher prepares the lesson before teaching, anticipates problems, and selects, designs, and adapt materials. And here, a teacher as a manager, this means that the teacher is organizing the learning space, makes sure everything in the classroom is running normally and smoothly, and sets up rules and routines for behavior and interaction. Here, the teacher as a facilitator, inside the classroom or, in teaching and learning process. This means that a teacher provides opportunities for learning, helps learners to access resources, and develop learner autonomy. And a teacher, as a diagnostician, this means that a teacher works out and tackles with the causes of learners' difficulties and learning problems. Here, a teacher as a rapport builder. A teacher as a rapport builder. Who can give explanation about that? A teacher as a rapport builder. Here, this means that the teacher tries to create a good relationship with and between learners during the warm-up and lead-in phase using adopting icebreaker activities. So, if I ask you which rule, which is the appropriate rule that can the teacher use, inside the classroom? Yes, of course. Teachers need to be able to switch between the various rules, judging when it is appropriate to use one or the other. Also, teachers need to be aware of how they carry out the selective rule and how they perform it. So, different teachers perform differently. And each teacher has many different performance styles depending on the situation. Who can tell me other rules of the teacher, inside the classroom? Yes, other rules of the teacher inside the classroom. There are other rules the teacher adopts depending on the needs of the learners. For example, with young learners, the teacher might take on the role of a parent or a friend when a young student is unwell or unhappy. With adult learners, the teacher rules involve motivating students and maintaining discipline, in addition to being facilitator, language resource, etc. So, a good teacher is recognizing students, listening, is listening to students. A good teacher is respecting students, and, being even-handed, Here, when we are saying a good teacher is recognizing students, Yes. Okay, here, okay, this means that a good teacher was someone who knows, okay, students' names. Yeah. So, okay, students want, this means that students want their teachers to know their names rather than, say, just pointing at them. Yes. Okay. Here, okay, okay, but do you think, okay, if the teacher, uh, yes, he recognizing students, okay, here, do you think that the teacher can identify or separate among students if they are more than 8 or 9 groups? Okay, yes, here, okay, teacher can, okay, distinguish among students just to know their names. Okay, maybe the teacher can ask students, okay, to put name cards on the desk in front of them. Okay, or the teacher can draw up a sitting plan and ask students always to sit in the same place until they have learned their names. Yeah. But in general, okay, I think a teacher's skill is to persuade students that they recognize them, okay, and who and what they are. Yes. Listening to students. A good teacher is listening to students. Okay, in general, students respond very well to teachers who listen to them. So, okay, as teachers, we need to make, okay, ourselves as available as we can to listen to individual students. Yes. But in the same time, okay, we as teachers need to listen properly to students in lessons too. Okay, also we need to show that we are interested, okay, in what they have to say. Of course, no one can force us to be, okay, interested in absolutely everything and everyone. Okay, but in the same time, okay, we should be able to convince students that we are listening to what they say with every sign of attention. Yes. Okay, here, okay, a good teacher is respecting students, okay? Okay, here, okay, a good teacher should be able to correct people without offending them. Yes, okay, this means that to respect, okay, our students. For example, okay, in speaking activities, okay, some students want to be corrected, okay, be corrected, okay, the moment they make any mistake or any error, whereas others would like to be corrected later. Yeah, in other words, okay, here, just as students have different learning styles, okay, they have different preferences when it comes to being corrected. Okay, but whichever method of correction, okay, as teachers we choose, okay, and whoever we are working with, students need to know that we are treating them with respect and not using mockery, okay, or expressing, okay, despair, okay, at their efforts. Yeah. So teachers who respect students do their best to see them in a positive light. Yes, teachers are not negative about, okay, their students or in the way they deal with them in a class. So teachers don't react with anger, okay, when students do unplanned things, for example, but instead, okay, use a respectful okay, professionalism to solve the problem. Yes. Here, okay, being even-handed. What does it mean? Okay, being even-handed. Okay, here, okay, this means that, okay, in general, most teachers have some students that they like more than others. Okay, for example, here, okay, we all tend to react well to those who take part, are cheerful, or okay, maybe they okay and cooperative. They take responsibility for their own learning. Okay, yes, teachers, okay, like, okay, students, okay, some students more than others, maybe because they find them, okay, depends, okay, on themselves. They take responsibility of their own learning. So a good teacher should try to draw out these quiet ones and control the more talkative ones. Okay, yeah, here, okay, of course, students will generally respect teachers who show impartially, yes, okay, and who do their best to reach all the students in a group rather than just connecting, okay, on the ones who always put their hands up. So, treating all, okay, students equally not only helps to establish and maintain rapport, but is also a mark of professionalism. Okay, yes. Here, okay, what are the teacher tasks? Yes, here we have three tasks of the teacher, which are